Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. आप तमाम मोमिनीन व मोमिनात को अस्सलामुन अलैकुम. मेरा नाम माहिर बतूल नकवी है. मेरे वालिद का नाम सैयद मोहसिन रज़ा नकवी है और मैं आज आपके दरमियान एक इंग्लिश में स्पीच पेश करने जा रही हूँ जिसको 5 जगह पे तकसीम किया गया है, जिसको 5 जगह पे डिवाइड किया गया है। जैसे आप जानते हैं कि 3 रोज़ अय्यामी फ़ातिमी चल रही है हमारे घर। 3 दिन अय्यामी फ़ातिमी के सिलसिले से प्रोग्राम रखा गया है। सलवात पढ़ दीजिए मोहम्मद वाले। First, Lady Fatima versus injustice. Second, the Lady of the Worlds. Third, glimpse of the pearl. The fourth, operation at her door. सलवात पढ़ दीजिए मोहम्मद वाले। First, Lady Fatima versus injustice. Then where did you stray? The book of God in your midst. Its affairs are apparent, its rulings are manifest. Its signs are dazzling, its prohibitions are highlighted, and its commands are clear. Yet, indeed you have cast it behind your backs. Do you wish to abandon it, or is there something else you wish to rule by? How evil a substitute for the wrong does. Should anyone follow the religion other than submission to the God, it shall never be accepted from him, and he will be among the losers in the hereafter. With these words, a noble woman shook very foundation of injustice. Those who appointed themselves to the leadership, they were present. Those who out of fear or greed stood by and let the conspiracy unfold, or were also in the attendance. But one religion, lady, refused to be silenced by the oppression of power mongers. Lady Fatima's call was ignored by everyone. It was ignored by many rusted hearts on that day. The echo of her message, however, has continued to resonate with the sound of minds throughout the ages. After the death of Prophet Muhammad and the dark betrayal and that ensued, those who appointed themselves to the political leadership abjured the land of Fadak. Not only did the illegitimate rulers deny the Prophet had granted his daughters, Lady Fatima not only did the illegitimate rulers deny the Prophet had granted his daughter, Lady Fatima, the land during his lifetime, but they also denied her the right of inheritance from her father. This move by the ruling party effectively prevented the divinely appointed leader, Imam Ali, and his supporters in the influential benefits of such a prophet. The aspiration of the Fadak has become a symbol for the aspiration of the political leadership. Lady Fatima thus took a stand of principle in defense of justice. History would forever record her profound wisdom and integrity. Lady Fatima's position was exceptionally distinct. Yes, she was the daughter of Prophet Muhammad. She was also the wife of Imam Ali. She was also the wife of Imam Ali. And 2 successors to Prophet Muhammad. But beyond that, Lady Fatima was who she was, the radiant pearl of knowledge, purity, and the virtue, and the Muslim knew it. Salawat par dijiye Muhammad. Number 2, the Lady of the Worlds. Prophet Muhammad, the messenger of the God. The messenger of the God emphasized the exalted spiritual station of Lady Fatima on numerous occasions. In one of the most evident indications of Lady Fatima's immaculate nature, Prophet Muhammad started, "O Fatima, indeed God is angered of your anger and displeased for your pleasure. Since God is just and wise. He would only be angered or pleased righteously. The Prophet's ineffable words describe Lady Fatima's anger and pleasure as indicators of God's anger and pleasure. Therefore, Lady Fatima must not be mistaken in her anger or pleasure under any circumstance. In the light of this pure quality, Prophet Muhammad also said, Prophet Muhammad also said, "O Fatima, are not you pleased to be the lady of the worlds? Are not you pleased to be the lady of the worlds, the lady of this nation, and this lady of this faithful?" Lady Fatima is also known by another beautiful name, as-Zahra. This name refers to the blooming glow of Lady Fatima's countenance. Her sincerity and devotion to God was manifest for all see. Salawat par dijiye Muhammad wa Number 3, glimpses of the pearl. The magnificence of Lady Fatima as-Zahra cannot be encompassed by the stories of her generosity and character alone. But mentioning some of these accounts may help us gain insight into her gracious nature. One day, a poor man came to Lady Fatima's store asking for the help. At that point, Lady Fatima, her husband, and 2 sons had not eaten for 3 days, not having any food to offer. She gave the man the necklace what she was wearing, and she said, "Take this and sell it. God will give you something better in exchange for it." A companion of the Prophet ended up buying the necklace of the poor man in exchange of clothes, a horse, some food, extra money. After having satisfied the poor man, this companion told his servant, "Take this necklace to messenger of the God. You are now his servant." When he presented the necklace to Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet said, "Proceed towards Fatima, present the necklace to her, and you are now her servant." He soon relayed the Prophet's words to Lady Fatima. The noble lady Zehra took the necklace and freed him for service. He began to laugh. When Lady Fatima asked him what made him laugh, he replied, "What made me laugh was the immense blessings the necklace. It fed a hungry man, dressed an unclothed man, satisfied a poor man, freed a slave, and then returned to its original place." On another occasion, Lady Fatima's older son, Imam Hassan, narrated the following. On Friday's Eve, I saw my mother, Fatima, bowing and prostrating in worship until the break of dawn. I heard her continue to pray for the faithful men and women, naming each one of them, but she did not ask anything for herself in prayer. So I asked, "Oh, my mother, why is that you don't pray for yourself as you pray for others?" She answered, "My son, the neighbors, and at home." With these words, Lady Fatima ultimates our minds with the appropriate manner to the think of fellow human beings, let alone the way to act them. Salawat par dijiye. Number 4, operation at her door. After Prophet Muhammad passed away, the Lady Zehra cried and craved for him conscientiously. The pain of losing her beloved father and mentor was only augmented by the devious plots and thus defied the commands of God's messenger. Lady rebuked the mischievous planners in a segment of her famous speech when she said, "The thorns of hypocrisy have appeared on you. The crab of faith has worn out. Those of silent prevention have spoke. Those of the least merit have come to the forefront, and the camel of the filibuster and the growth." The oppressors in power did not accept Imam Ali's refusal to pledge allegiance to them. They wanted the credibility of Imam Ali on their side. They sought to force a pledge of allegiance from him. According to several historical accounts, the same group that was busy conspiring against Imam Ali while he prepared the Prophet's dead body, attacked the house of Lady Fatima Zehra. When Lady Fatima refused to open the door for such man, they threatened to burn the door down. A simple statement made by the lady of the gang gives a glimpse of the terror they felt. Someone called out, "But Fatima isn't there." There came the dreadful shout of disagreed. "So what?" Next, the intruders barked by the force, squeezing by the blessed Lady Zahra Fatima, the door and the wall. As a result of this event, her child Mohsin was aborted and her rib was broken. Ultimately, the tragic episode led to Lady Fatima's martyrdom. In accordance with Lady Fatima's wishes, Imam Ali buried secretly the darkness of night. The Lady of Light did not want oppressors to walk in her funeral. To this day, the exact location of Lady Fatima's grave is unknown.